What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all Bitcoin Maxis. So, how do you build wealth with just 0.1 Bitcoin? You know what's funny is I've been coming out with a lot of these 0.1 Bitcoin videos, which since I started the channel, you all have liked those videos. And interestingly enough, I see a lot of videos now lately coming out with 0.1 Bitcoin. Pretty interesting. But anyway, so how are we going to build wealth with just 0.1 Bitcoin? Now, a lot of people see these comments, which I think is funny, but some of these comments on the videos, like 0.1 is nothing. You can't build wealth with 0.1. Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, 0.1 is nothing. It's not meaningful. It's dirt. It's dust. But little do they know that 0.1 is more meaningful than a lot of people really realize. And I'm going to go over this in this video, so stick with me, all right? Because it's very important that you all to recognize the opportunity that you have. Now, before we get into it, I don't want to ramble, but just hit, what is it, 84,000, 85,000? I don't know about you all, but for me, I like when Bitcoin goes down. And usually the people that are in Bitcoin for the long haul, they usually like when Bitcoin goes down. However, you get the people that are complaining that Bitcoin is going down and they're tired of it because they want to get rich quick overnight, and they think their little 40 to 50K a year that their dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin is going to make them life-changing wealth in like a year, which is not. All right. So please take that with a grain of salt when you see these. All right. So step one is you got to treat 0.1 as untouchable principle, okay? Now, I recommend you don't trade, all right, capital wealth, which is built by protecting principal first, all right? It's very important to understand. So if it's mentally marked for selling, it will be sold. You'll sell it. You'll be like, well, I want to sell this. When you should never, in my opinion, be selling your Bitcoin. And a lot of times I get these emails all the time from these reputable yielding, staking Bitcoin exchanges. And if you're watching this and you're one of those, please do not message me, because I will not promote that to my subscribers by any means. All right. So the Bitcoin is not for lifestyle upgrades, is something else that I want to talk about. So Bitcoin is not for you to think that you can get rich and it's going to make you a millionaire overnight. All right. Unless you have a lot of capital and you could be trading it. But the key thing to understand is that your wealth, you being able to be on a yacht, is going to take a long time, and it's going to take many, many, many years for you to grind. All right. Now, your job is not growth, it's survival across cycles. All right. So your job to stack Bitcoin is growth, compounding. All right. Compounding your dollar cost averaging buys and surviving across cycles, so you don't have to be like these people that think they can time the market, or like, oh, I'm gonna go FOMO into silver. All of a sudden everybody wants to comment about silver now on my channel. Well, just buy silver. Well, where were the people buying, where were the people commenting on that a long time ago when silver was, I don't know, when I first started my channel, what was it, like $60 or something like that? Where were the people then? All of a sudden now they want to go FOMO in. Let them go FOMO in. All right. Now, step two is you got to use Bitcoin as a savings engine, not a gamble. All right. You want to be sitting here trying to gamble your money with Bitcoin. Now, even though people will say, Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, crypto is like gambling, Bitcoin is like gambling, but that's because they don't understand what Bitcoin is. So just treat it as a savings. All right. Now, Bitcoin in an account on your cold storage wallet is safer and will grow more in value than your fiat, your dollars that is sitting in a savings account. All right. So Bitcoin replaces the role of a savings account and not a casino. All right. So the goal is to preserve your purchasing power before growing it. All right. Now, even small, consistent additions outperform lump sum panic buys. So I don't recommend panic buying if Bitcoin's dumping or if it's skyrocketing. All right. You will get better growth and better dollar cost averaging buys is better than trying to time the market and be like, oh, what, Bitcoin's 84,000, let me go and dump a bunch of money onto there. But in my older videos, I do tell you all that it's important to keep cash reserves on the side to be like, okay, I got an extra 50, 100 bucks that I've been putting away that I've been able to save. Let me go and add a little bit more to it, maybe like $25 to your daily or weekly buy or what have you. Now, you have to understand that Bitcoin is volatile, all right? And that's the price you will pay as a Bitcoin holder for long-term purchasing power. Now, if you need short-term money, Bitcoin is the wrong tool to be buying for that, all right? So another thing I want to cover is let time, not skill, do the heavy lifting. Time in the market is better than timing the market, unlike these gurus on here and these bots that are coming on here saying, well, it's going to go to 30K. Well, I've been in many cycles. So have I, but I don't try to time the market, or I don't try to sell my Bitcoin and create a capital gains, event. All right. I continuously stack and add to it, and I don't need to sell it. All right. Now, wealth with 0.1 Bitcoin comes from holding through multiple halvings. All right. Now, every halving, you guys have to understand, it historically reprices scarcity. All right. Not effort. So you don't need to be predicting tops or bottoms. All right. Missing a single cycle destroys the entire strategy. Time in Bitcoin beats intelligence in Bitcoin. All right. Now, something else I want to talk about, do not chase yield with your 0.1 Bitcoin. That's what I talked about earlier, just a minute ago or so. But you don't want to be chasing yield. And a lot of people might say that this is wrong, but I don't recommend it. All right. Keep it in a cold storage wallet. Even some of these exchanges will say that you can keep it in a cold storage wallet, to my understanding, and you don't have to take it out of your cold storage wallet. But to me, don't connect your ledger to any type of these platforms, all right? Or if you have whatever cold hardware wallet that you are using, I don't recommend it, all right? Because it is very risky, all right? Now, lending, wrapping, or staking introduces counterparty risk, which is a bad decision and can wipe you out from years of being disciplined and stacking to 0.1 Bitcoin. And if you're at 0.1 Bitcoin, you continuously stacking. Now, I want you all to understand that true wealth, all right, is owning the asset outright, putting it in a cold storage wallet, not earning it. If you want to experiment, do it with money you can afford to lose, all right, is my biggest recommendation. And even if you have money you can afford to lose, even somebody that is wealthy is going to tell you that you probably shouldn't do that. Well, most of them that are smart, at least. So step 5 I want to talk about is use fiat income to build around your 0.1 Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin grows best when fiat pays your bills, all right? That's why I always harp on you all to get something. You all have a skill, all right? You watching this have a different skill than I and other people watching this. So use your skills, try and maximize your income, all right? And use fiat to pay your bills. Never force Bitcoin to fund your daily life, all right? Now, wealth is built when Bitcoin is ignored, not used, okay? Now, you need to increase your income so you don't need to sell. That's the most important thing about stacking 0.1 Bitcoin, and that's how you're gonna get there, all right? Bitcoin works best in the background when you just set your dollar cost averaging buys and forget it, all right? Now, another thing I want to talk about is let Bitcoin become collateral, not cash. Now, selling, like I said earlier, is a taxable event and permanent collateralization, which keeps upside exposure intact, all right? Now, wealthy people don't sell appreciating assets, all right? They just don't. They don't sell appreciating assets. They just keep adding and keep adding, because what's the point in saving in dollars? There is no point to saving in dollars. So they just keep buying assets, all right? Now, optionality increases when you don't liquidate, okay? Selling feels good once holding changes decades, all right? So you've been holding in decades and you're like, dang, all that work that I've been putting in over the last years got to this decade now that I've been buying this Bitcoin, and now all of a sudden it's like, now I finally see the growth, all right? Now I finally see my discipline paying off. Now, something else I want to talk about is measure with optionality, not net worth. Now, 0.1 Bitcoin represents years of future purchasing power, exit from broken systems, geographic and financial mobility. Now, wealth is what you can do, not what you can buy. All right. Now, as somebody that starts accumulating Bitcoin and you start growing your net worth and your wealth, you have to understand that more things open up to you and your net worth gets better, of course, especially if you get past 0.1 Bitcoin. But 0.1 Bitcoin, I recommend, is the goal to at least strive and get to, especially if you're not making a lot of money. But it opens a lot of other doors for you all to move somewhere, and you can maximize your cash flow and be able to stack more Bitcoin, financial mobility as well, right? Now, wealth is what you can do, not what you can buy, all right? Optionality compounds silently, all right? Now, another thing I want to talk about is stack behavior, not just your sats. Now, this is the most important part of the video. Wealth comes from repeatable habits, not lucky entries, all right? Now, the habit of not selling is more valuable than timing buys because discipline scales better than capital, all right? Now, most people, in my opinion, will fail behaviorally, not financially, because people's behavior is, well, I want that. I don't feel good today. I want that, so I'm going to go buy it. When all of a sudden you bought it, and then you're like, dang, I shouldn't have bought that. Then you feel bad because you know you could have saved that money. You really didn't need that. And so behavior is what's going to be able to set you apart from other people that don't have the discipline to be able to stack Bitcoin and secure their financial future and their generational wealth for yourself and your family. All right. Now, if you master behavior, I'm telling you all, at 0.1 Bitcoin, you'll master it at getting to 1 Bitcoin. Now, you have to use cycles to your advantage without trading. Okay. That's something very important. Now, Bitcoin cycles transfer wealth from emotional selling to holders. Basically, you win by doing nothing. All right. Continuously stacking while others are panicking. While others see red, they're completely panicking. And people like me that have some cash reserves on the side are going to go in and scoop up a little bit more. All right. Now, boredom is the final, basically, hurdle. All right. Boredom is where people get tired of stacking Bitcoin. They don't see it doing nothing. Gold and silver is going up. So they're going to go and they're going to try and they're going to FOMO into gold and silver. Now, the strategy is simple, ladies and gentlemen. Execution is rare. Now, execution is basically what I talked about. I have been talking about is where your behavior matters. You being disciplined is what matters. Now, the end game is to protect the base layer. All right. Now, 0.1 Bitcoin becomes your financial foundation. Now, everything else sits on top of it. All right. Bitcoin anchors long-term thinking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is how small positions become life-changing. Wealth isn't speed. It's about you being disciplined and understanding that you don't have a lot of capital, and the advantage is making sure that you do everything that you need to do to be mentally sharp, to say, look, I don't need to buy this. I will be wealthy. And you keep telling yourself, I will be wealthy, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take me being able to say that I am not going to give in to my desires that I do not need. All right. But 0.1 Bitcoin won't make me rich overnight. But as long as I stick to my plan, stick to my dollar cost averaging buys, and I do not sell, I will get there. And then I will be able to be on my way to stacking 1 Bitcoin. So I hope this video has been very helpful for you all. I'm going to come on and make this video. I love making these videos for you all and just getting my thoughts out there. And ultimately, I made this channel because I really set out to help everybody, because I really think that right now, in a time of inflation, money printing, Bitcoin is going to take over the world, despite what people might think. You can't trade gold and silver across countries as fast as you can with Bitcoin. The dollar is failing. All the countries are trying to get away from the US dollar. I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all Bitcoin Maxis. Stack sats, stay free, stay humble, and I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a good day.